Hey, a little Maxwell to get us going today. All my people, all my people. It's so good to see y'all. I'm getting us together. I'm getting us together. Hope y'all coming in. Yes. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right. All right. I'm getting set up. A little technical stuff here. Thank you, Tim. Come on. Are we ready? Y'all talk to each other. You know, this is a family over here. So let's have a good time. I got some people already commenting over on Facebook land. Brian, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you, Corey. Yes, it's another hat. Why not? You know, I'm liking hats for Love Talk Tuesday. Let's go for it. Come on, Steelers. I used to live in Pittsburgh for a short amount of time. Uh, uh. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Look, I'm so excited about talking to all of you about today's topic, how to attract a man. If you came in needing a man, if you came in needing a man, if you came in needing a man, drop a heart right where you are. We're going to talk today. So y'all drop a heart, drop a heart, drop a heart. Get on that phone, drop a heart. Get on your laptop, drop a heart. Because the day we are talking, y'all gonna talk back. We're gonna ask some questions. We got some stuff I'm gonna share with you, and then I do Q&A. So I'm excited about that. All my people who are joining in for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and do a watch party if you're over here on Facebook. Thank you so much for all of you. Let me get you going today. We are jumping in to our topic for the day. Yes, want a man. You want a man. Yes. Do you need a man? I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to say you want a man. All right. So today we are talking about our topic is I'm giving you 9 effective tips that I've shared with my clients that helps them attract men. And here's what we're doing. We are actually taking these for all of you who are listening and in with me. I want you to know how we do. Type the notes. If you're here, help somebody who's coming in late. Type a word. If you can only do one, somebody else will pick up the other one. But we're going to have 9 tips. So I want to make sure you get all 9 today. I broke them up nice and easy. I got the pastor in me, so everything got 3s. So I got 3 points using 3 topics. So let's dive into them early. But before I jump in, I was playing the Maxwell song, I Want to Get to Know You. And the reason why I played that is because a lot of us do want people to get to know us. Men are unique creatures, though. And knowing how to get a man, knowing how to attract a man with his unique upbringing, with unique experiences, knowing how to get in the headspace of it, knowing how to speak the language is going to be very important. Let me give you 2 client stories before we get started, because I know some of you are going to be a little nervous about talking. So that's all right. I don't mind at all. Okay. Yes, we're doing tips on this side. Hello. Why not? I am going to tell you about first my homegirl, Tracy. She was 53 when she came to me. She was married for 24 years, and unfortunately, she lost her husband due to prostate cancer. And so she was single for 5 years before she encountered me. And at that time, of course, she was dating like the 90s. She was dating like the 90s. And you can't date like the 90s in 2020. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. It doesn't work. And anybody who you would want to date at that time will not be in the right space for you anyway. So she was one of my client success stories, being able to find a man, find love in the way that she was able to change her thinking. I often say stinking thinking leads to the garbage bin. There will be nothing good that comes out of something stinking. I promise you that. Number 2, Edwin. He was in a 15-year relationship starting at 18 to a young man, or older man, excuse me. And he had a situation where when it ended, he was in his mid-30s and had not had another relationship. So I get it. I understand. Why do I tell those stories? Because you're not alone. Your unique love journey is not all that unique. All right. There are other people who are in this situation who are going through looking for a man, who are in a space where they want love, where they don't want to feel desperate. They don't want to feel needy. They just want to be loved. And for all of you who just want to be loved, just go ahead and put some hearts in there. Just say, hey, I want to be loved. I want to be loved. Somebody might see that right now and pick you up. So today, I'm going to give you a little housekeeping. Don't forget to grab a friend, share this, because I'm going to give you these 9 quick tips to attract a man. Now, what I'm giving you are foundational things that I would share with a client, okay? 9 foundational things that I would share with a client. And the reason why I'm giving you these, there are some more things, but it is so necessary that if you don't have these, it will not work. Let me just say that again. If you don't have these, it will not work. So having these 9 is going to be so crucial for your success in attracting a good man. Number 1, little housekeeping. Who I am, just for those of you who don't know, it's your first time tuning in. I am a love and success coach, a former pastor who is now a love and success coach. I have a best-selling author, and I help all types of people, from celebrities to housewives, find love and attract men in their lives. I help single, straight people. I help the LGBT community. I help anybody who wants love. I am open-ended because that is my assignment. And tonight I'm giving you something fresh to help you where you are. Again, if you like something, drop some hearts. That's what we do here. We drop hearts. So if you like something, if you feel something, drop some hearts. Also, at the end, I'm doing another giveaway. But right now until midnight, you can go to byronjamal.com. I have a new self-love quiz that I created. If you do the quiz, I will give you 20% off tonight. Any of my products in the store. That's t-shirts, that's mugs, that's buttons, that's books, everything on there, 20% off the whole order. All right. So that's just until midnight tonight. I'm doing that for y'all for tuning in. That's going to be Love Talk Tuesday discount. So you'll see that at byronjamal.com. Go to my website and see that. Now, let me celebrate real quick my former winners from last week, Todd Tyler and Cecilia McIntosh, who were able to win some books last week. Look, I'm all about giving love because I want you to get love, and I want you to know what love feels like, where all you do is show up, and you deserve love. You deserve to get things from people. You deserve to feel the love from others. So I'm making sure to give that back to you. So yes, I have something that I'll be giving out today as well. So stay tuned. If you're commenting, if you ask a question, you'll be entered. If you stay in and you ask a question, and when it's time to get the reward, you're here, then you'll get it. So drop your questions in and make sure you're participating. All right, let's get started. All right, here are the 3 parts. I'm going to break out the 3 parts first, and then I'll break down each one. First part is your mind. Second part is your body. And third part is your soul. In order to attract a man, first part is your mind. Second part is your body. And third part is your soul. I think what people do is they get really heavy on one thing and they don't focus on the others, or they let the others dwindle. Let me give you a few examples, and then I'll dive into the 9 parts inside of that. There are a lot of people that try to get their mind right, right? They try to get their mind right, but they get their mind right for a man so much that they're getting their mind right, but their body is slipping. They get their mind right, but they stop going to church. They have a positive outlook, but they let go of the things that help them gain the positive outlook. Then you got other people that are real heavy on the body. They're focused on getting the body right. They want to lose the weight. They want to look good. They do everything, extra makeup, better clothes, better hats. They're doing anything and everything to make themselves more attractive, but they stop praying. They stop reading books on love. And they figured if I just look good enough, somebody will be attracted to me. Can I get an amen on that? Because I know y'all are struggling with that right now. Y'all on struggle bus with that right now. And then the last thing is the soul piece. And I know a lot of people growing up in church who do this. They get so heavy in church. Oh God, oh God is going to send me. Oh yes, Lord, God is going to send me my man. God, you're going to send me my man. God is going to send, but their breath stink, and they don't know how to dress, and their finances are jacked up, and their attitude is nasty, and they are huckabashying over here about what God's going to bring into their life, and they shouting over things that God can't work with. It's quiet in this church. And so there's a situation where you are so focused on one thing. It could be your mind, it could be your body, or it could be your soul. And if you get too unbalanced in any of those, you will end up missing opportunities to attract people. Because let me give you the downfall of each one. Let me give you, and I'm just trying to make my point before I dive into these 9 things, okay? If you're too churchy, then people feel like you don't need them. That you don't really need them. All you need is your God, clearly. Because all you want to do is talk about Jesus, okay? You're not even real. You're not relevant. When real stuff happens, you don't even know how to have real conversations. If you're too focused on your body, then you will miss opportunities to hang out because the gym is more important. You would rather stay on your workout plan or your weight loss plan or your eating routine than go out to eat with the person who wants to spend time with you. Oh, I've seen a lot of my clients have come into me and we've readjusted their calendar because they're so heavy on working out. Now, you're not even a bodybuilder, but you're so into working out that you miss opportunities to work on your love space. And then you got the mind people that are so positive. Everything is so positive that when something negative happens in somebody's life, you don't even know how to relate in a real way. You don't know how to have empathy because you're trying so hard to be positive. So today, we're going to talk about the balance of all 3: mind, body, and soul. Are y'all ready today? If you're ready, drop some more hearts. Come on, let's go. That's it. You got to have balance. That's what I'm talking about. Ladre over here in Facebook land talking about, yes, you got to have that balance. Let's go. All right, the 3 parts. Remember, each part has 3 parts. So under mind, we got 3 things. Your mood. Yeah, I'm getting real churchy because I always got my 3 points, okay? Your mood, your maturity, and your message. All right, under mind, you got your mood, your maturity, and your message. Let's dive into that, y'all. All right, let's go. Let's dive into that. Your mood. Yes, you got to have a positive attitude. I don't care how cute you are. Men do not like women. I don't know where we got this thought that a man wants a man or a woman who has a nasty attitude. Okay, this is especially true of gay men and women who have grown up in the lap of luxury or feeling entitled. There's a sense of a higher mindedness, a way that you carry yourself that makes you look like you're above others, comes off as something that's sexy. That's not sexy. It is repellent. It is bug repellent. I can promise you right now that a nasty attitude is bug repellent. And let me tell you why. Here's why. Because a man wants to know that he will be supported emotionally. And when you have a nasty attitude, he can't trust that your energy can handle his emotions. This is why you have to be more consistent with your mood. Your mood has to be more consistent because an inconsistent person creates in the mind of a man that you won't be there emotionally when he needs you. Right? If you're going all over the place emotionally, one day you're on, one day you're off, 1 hour you're on, 1 hour you're off, that emotionally says you are not able to handle me. And so when I need you emotionally, I can't get you. I can't trust that you will be a person that I can come to because I'm feeling like I got to carry all the tissue for you. All right, mood. So I'm moving through these. All right, I'm moving through these. Mood, maturity. Number two, maturity, undermine maturity. Look, maturity is a few things. And this is why I like the word maturity for this, because it's necessary. It's necessary to hear this. Maturity, that you're confident. All right, that you are confident. Mature people are confident. They are not jealous. They don't make comparisons to other people. See, mature people don't say things like, oh, well, what about your ex? Or who's that on your phone? See, a mature person says, the way I'm feeling right now does not align with what I know I deserve. And I'm deciding, I'm sitting here as I'm saying this, I'm deciding whether or not what I feel is what I want to feel, what I'm allowing myself to feel, or if I'm going to remove myself from this situation. That's maturity. It's not saying, let me see your phone. It's not saying, what about who was that you were talking to the other minute? No. Baby, maturity comes in because here's why. A man doesn't like anybody jealous. I'm going to tell you that right now. Men are not attracted to jealous people. So if you thought that was cute, wipe that out of your mind right now. Men like mature, consistent, confident people. So whether you are a strong woman or a strong man, stay that way, because that is what attracts a man. So after the mood and after the maturity, undermine. And thank you for everybody coming in. I see you. Put your questions in. Don't forget to put your questions in. Is the message. What you say and how you say it reflects what's on your mind. Now, I will say this, and I mean this with all due respect to anybody who does this consistently, but I'm a love coach on purpose. And so this is how I handle my clients. And this is what I'm going to say to you, those of you who chose to tune in today. If you are the type of person who it seems like everything that comes out of your mouth is about the problems in your life and not the wins or the successes or the beauty of life, if it seems like your focus is more on woe is me, on the things that I don't have, on the things that I've lost, on the things that that aren't aligning, on the things that I wish I could have, the things I almost have but I don't have, if you are focused on that, guess what a man's going to think about you? He's going to think that you are the type of person who will nitpick, even if they're doing good, you will still find the bad. I'm going to pause and I'm going to let that sink in, what I just said. That when you are around a man and you are constantly talking about what's happening that's not working in your life, you are positioning his thought to believe you are the type of person that will nitpick the negative and undermine the positive. So if he tried to buy you flowers, you would undermine it based on him bringing the flowers late. That's what you're creating in the mind of a man when you have a interesting way of talking about negative things instead of highlighting the positive things happening in your life. Oh, am I talking good? Am I helping somebody? Look, so part one was the mind. We're bringing balance today, y'all. We're bringing balance. Part one was the mind, the mood, your maturity, and your message, how you speak. All right. Part two. Let's go. Part two, body. Your body. Let's talk about it, because this is what everybody wants to talk about, a body, because what you want is a body in your bed. Amen. I know what you want. It's okay. We can talk about it. We can be honest. All right. So we focus on body because what you want is a body, and you want your body to be attractive, and you want your body to look right, and you want your face to look right, and you want your nails to look right, and you want your shoes to look right, and you want your fit to look right. Okay, so let me give you 3 things inside of this, right? For all of you who are body centric, body focused, body emphasized. Number 1, I'm gonna give you all 3, and then I'll go back through them. Number 1 is be social. Number 2 is be strong. And number 3 is be soft-hearted. Now, each of these comes from the body, and I'm going to show you how here. When I say be social, number 1, be social under body, I mean smile. Yes, smile. Simple things to attract a man. I'm giving you basic foundational things to do tonight that you can implement immediately and attract a man better. Smile. Now, I know that sounds weird, but I see a lot of y'all. Tyra Banks has got y'all twisted with this whole smizing thing, okay? A lot of y'all in your pictures, you look, I don't know. It's not, you didn't learn it from her directly. She didn't help you with it. So you think you're doing it right, but really you look mean, you look agitated, you look frustrated, and you look constipated. So fix your face, smile, smile, smile. Then give eye contact. A conversation is not real until 2 people are looking at each other. Brian says, when do you smile? You smile anytime you can. Every time you can. Why wouldn't you smile? Why wouldn't you smile? Right? Why wouldn't you? Every time. Every time. You know what? It's gotten to the point where when something bad happens or somebody does something to me that I don't like, I find myself smiling. And here's why. Because I realized that was an attempt. That was an attempt to throw me off. And I'm smiling because I'm aware that, and I'm cognizant that my energy is strong enough to not let what was external of me impact what is inside of me. So I smile. Why wouldn't you smile? What would possibly steal your joy? So I have a space where I say the man, because I'm saying be social, I'm saying that the man wants to feel loved. Looking at someone in the eyes, smiling, presents this energy now of love. And every man wants to be loved. Don't a man want to look at somebody with a scrunched up face? You got prune face. You're too cute for prune face. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Smile. And so you give yourself the opportunity. You give yourself the opportunity to look better while you smile. Come on, y'all. Yes. Somebody said body language too. I absolutely agree. Your body energy, everything. And that's what I'm going into next. Be strong. Number 2, be strong under body. No, here's the things you got to be strong in. This will attract you to a man. And it sounds backwards, especially for the ladies who are on. It sounds backwards, but this is absolutely true. Number 1, know when to say no. I see a lot of y'all go on dates, and when you go on dates, you don't know when to say no. You don't know when to say, no, I'd rather not have another drink. You don't know when to say, no, I'd rather us wrap up. I've had a great time, but I think right now I got to do some other things, but I had a great time. And I look forward to coming back and doing this again at a time that's good for both of us. You don't know when to say no and say, you know what, I actually do prefer to have Thai tonight instead of Mexican. I actually don't like that movie. I would rather go to this, because you pacifying people with yes is not helping them learn you. And this point is about being strong, because a man wants to know who you are, what you stand for, what your values are, what your limits are, what your endpoints are, where you end up, what you decide, what you want, what you don't want. No man can learn who you are if you always say yes. Sit on that. No man can ever get to know who you really are if you always say yes. So being strong means taking the lead, not having to be aggressive with him and saying, this is what we're going to do. But it's saying, this is what I prefer. Based on who I am, the person that you're wanting to get to know, this is what I prefer. Oh, y'all like my glass of red wine? This is what I prefer. Okay? So this is what I'm doing. I'm strong. But on top of strength, here comes another balancing moment. Okay? Balancing being strong with being the third thing, which is soft-hearted. Come on. Soft-hearted. You can be strong and not hard. Let me say that again out loud. You can be strong and not hard. You can be strong and be gentle. You can be strong and not angry. You can be strong and not aggressive. You can be strong and soft-hearted. Because a man wants to touch you. Don't no man want to touch something super hard. I'm going to be honest. Don't no man want to touch anything hard. He wants a soft heart. Your will can be hard. Your determination can be hard. Your persistence can be hard. Your dedication to your purpose can be hard. But your heart has to be soft. And this, my friends, is a beautiful Malbec. Soft-hearted. So those three, part two, body, be social, be strong, and be soft-hearted. Y'all got it? Y'all putting up what I'm putting down, right? All right. Y'all ready for the next part? I gotta get into question time. So if y'all ready, let's go. Drop some hearts if you're feeling this. Part one was the mind. Part two was the body. And part three. For everybody asking questions, drop them in the Q&A box. If you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, you can put them straight in the comments. But if you're on Instagram, go ahead and put them in the Q&A box, the little app that Instagram allows us to use for these types of moments, so I don't lose them, okay? All right, let's go into the final part. Now, look, as a former pastor, as a church boy growing up, this is what I've seen a lot of people get caught up in when they lose balance with this. So I want to make sure that I'm giving you the most real stuff. So all my church people, bear with me because you might get mad at me, and it's okay. It's all right. I've been doing this long enough. I've been doing this long enough that I'm all right. If you get mad at me for what I said, because guess what? What I know is that the people who get mad at me for what I said today are my clients tomorrow. And so I'm okay with that. All right. You'll be back. As one pastor I used to be under used to say, you'll need me before I need you. Amen. All right. So soul, sister. Look, three parts to your soul. And I'm not saying your literal soul, but under the definition of what I'm speaking about tonight, mind, body, and soul. Under soul, the three things we're going to talk about here. Number one, your spirit. Number two, your energy. And number three, your home. Yes. Number one, your spirit. Number two, your energy. And number three, your home. My. Let's go. All right. Soul. Baby, I got soul. And I'm super bad. Now look, your spirit. Reason why I talk about your spirit is because you need a spiritual practice. You got to have one. In fact, I will tell you this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love every person let me just say this out loud. And I'm going to say this so I don't get in trouble. I love every person who does any kind of noble work to help people better their lives. I love every person who does noble work to try to better their lives. But I will say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my soul. This is the one thing. If you don't hear anything else I say tonight, I mean this. If you are getting advice from someone who doesn't pray, stop, including yourself. If you are getting advice about love from someone who does not pray, stop, including yourself. One more time. If you are getting love advice from someone who does not pray, is not tapped in, tuned in, turned on to the things of the Spirit, then I need you to stop, including listening to yourself. And I mean that with every fiber in my physical body and as much strength as I have in my spirit. And the reason why I mean that from my soul, because God is a spirit and the spirit is love. God is love. If you are trying to understand love outside of God, outside of spirit, then you are missing everything about all you can do. All you can do, because God is spirit. So that means it moves, it changes with times and seasons. And so if you're going off of things that were yesterday and God moved, then you're going to miss the moment that is for you now. So you got to be tapped in now. You can't be tapped into yesterday. You got to be tapped in now. And so some of y'all miss the man of your dreams because you were tapped into a word somebody gave you yesterday. You weren't prayed up enough for today. Oh, I'm talking good. I know, because I know some of y'all have literally, Reese Odom's in the building. Hey, Reese, y'all have literally been in spaces where you pulled up a note that a text message that you got 5 weeks ago, and you started feeling all kinds of things about it. And the feelings you felt were based on 5 weeks ago. But you have since then grown, developed, matured, and you've went back to that place of deeper immaturity. And now you are back to where you were instead of the growth to where now is. So don't you dare anymore. If I stop praying, don't listen to me anymore. If I stop praying, don't listen to me, because you don't want to listen to anybody, including yourself, who does not pray. You better ask them. You better ask, did you pray about this? Before you give me love advice, did you pray about this? Because I serve a God who looks into the hearts of people. So while you're trying to give me an A, B, and C, baby, I can Google that. For love is spirit. Love is God. I need something that's relevant now. So don't copy and paste advice to me about love. Please don't. Please don't. All right? So that's why with my love coaching session, I just got off of one right before this. A straight brother who just got divorced, and he is going through a situation. And I had to give him a word for now. The same situation I had with another client, and I couldn't give the same word because that word wasn't for that person. The word was for this person, not that person. And that is why it's spirit, because it has to align with who you are, who you're called to be, where you're called to go, and who you're called to align with. So you can't copy and paste that. So y'all keep going to these copy and paste people. I watch y'all all in these people's lives, and they copy and paste and stuff. I've literally seen in articles, literally like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. And they didn't pray about it. They copy paste it and give you the presentation like they did something. All right. And then they have no physical evidence in their personal life. I don't know why I'm going on about that, but I think some of y'all have just been getting bad advice from people. You've been listening to things and it hasn't been working because you aren't tapped in and they aren't tapped in. All right. I got that out of my system. Now, spirit. Number one under soul. Number one under soul was spirit. Your spiritual practice. Are you praying? Are you meditating? Because a man, listen, here's why. It's not just to be super spiritual. It's because a man wants to know that someone else can be a rock for him. If he got to pray for you all the time, then he can't be weak. He can never be weak. So that means he can never let his guard down. He can never expose his other side. He can never be vulnerable because he's got to be strong for you. So you got to be spiritual so that you can look strong and be strong for a strong man. Come on, we're talking soul. Some of y'all are not rocks, y'all are pebbles, and you're trying to get a strong man. A strong rock will crush a weak pebble. Get your spirit right. Number two, your energy. Baby, look, no man wants anybody who is not upbeat, who is not. I said this on the last live, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart as well. Nobody has ever woken up and said, I want somebody real boring. I want somebody who has no personality. I want somebody who is never the life of the party. I want somebody who sits in corners. I want somebody who has looks like a blank white wall, who has no defining character about them. They literally look like everybody else. They literally talk like everybody else. They are a carbon copy of everything I've seen already. I want that person. Nobody. Have you ever said that? No, never said that. So you have got to have your own energy. You got to come with your own energy. You got to be your own person. You got to live your own life. People attract the people who are doing their own things, who are about their business, who are about their purpose, who are after their own goals. They're not chasing after anybody. They're chasing after more of themselves. They're chasing after more of realizing who they really are. They're chasing after who they know they can be. They're chasing after money goals. They're chasing after home ownership. They're chasing after cars. It's your energy. It says a man can look at that and say, I can build with a person who's got energy, because I don't need anybody. I got to charge them up. I need somebody that's already coming to the table with the energy. I want to pause here and I want to say this. I want to put this part out here. Notice that in 8 of the 9 points I've already put out, I have not mentioned money. I have not mentioned your weight. I have not mentioned your makeup. I have not mentioned what you look at. All right. Y'all keep listening to these copy and paste people. Because more people will be attracted to your energy than your pocketbook. I'm just saying. Last piece. You're home. You're home. You're home. You're home. After your spirit, after your energy, you're home. Look, I know this is going to sound weird. You may have not heard anybody say this before, but I mean this. The way you live, come on, lights. Hello, lights. Yes. The way you live in your home, your sanctuary, the things that are around you, the things that give you peace, like my bonsai over here. Y'all can't see. Got flowers over here. Your home, the way you live, the space that is your personal space. Look, I had an apartment. I'll never forget my apartment where I had no furniture. But with my no furniture, I still had plants and I had meditative stuff and I had a prayer corner. And I had no furniture, but I had a prayer corner. I had my plants and I had my meditative stuff. Because to me, I would rather have a whole lot of money and know what to do with it than to have a whole lot of money and have no good energy in my home. Some of y'all got beautiful homes, but they're sterile. You copy and pasted something out of a magazine and it has no energy that fits you. Somebody should walk in your home. Your potential partner should walk in your home and understand who you are. Because when you live like that, then you think like that, and you speak like that, and you move like that, and you give like that. Yeah, I'm going a little deeper than I expected today, but I feel like somebody needed that. Some of y'all looking around your homes right now and you're realizing you're right. I did this for other people and I got to have my energy right for me. I got to have a private party with just me, myself, and I. I got to get my home right. I got to get my space right. I need my space to look like who I'm reflected back, who God reflects back to. I need my space to look like what I want my energy to be like. I'm going to tell you something else you can do. Because a man wants a safe space. A man wants a sanctuary. A man wants a place that feels good. A man wants a place that feels like home. A man doesn't want a place that feels like a hotel. A man wants a place that feels like home. A man doesn't want a space that feels like a corporate office. A man wants a space that feels like home. A man wants to go home. Look, I'm gonna wrap up so I can all my points. Let me go back through them so I can answer some questions. Today was really a teaching day because there's a lot I wanted to share. But let me go back through these for you. Part 1 was mind, and under mind was mood, maturity, and message. Part 2 was body, where you're being social, you're being strong, and you're being soft-hearted at the same time. And then part 3 was your soul, where your spirit is aligned, your energy is aligned, and your home is aligned. Let me say this final thought before I close out and take a question or two. Get clean. You want a man, get clean. I don't mean just showers, and that's nice. You can take showers. But I simply mean get clean. Clean up your energy. Clean up your mind. Clean up your mind. Your negative thinking about relationships, clean it up. You can't say there are no good men and then say you want men. You sound foolish. You can't say I will never find love and then still try to go after love. You sound double-minded. You can't say it's not possible and then keep trying. You look stupid. So clean up your mind. Clean up your body. Start eating a little better, because the intentionality that you have with your body is the intentionality that you'll have with another body. Hear what I just said. I dropped a gem. What you do with your own body, the care you take with your own body, will be reflective in the care that you take with someone else's body. That's right. The care and concern. I'm not even going to dive into that. You know exactly how that just hits you. And lastly, your soul. Don't dare give your energy to anything other than what will keep you in a joyful and peaceful place. Don't attract no bugaboos. Stop letting negative guys come into your life who you already can sense that they aren't worthwhile for you. Stop entertaining foolishness, because this is your home. As much as this is my home, this is my home. And what I do for this, is what I will do for this, whoever this is, that partner, that lover. You cannot give what you do not have for yourself. Period. Point blank, period. Good to see you, Thomas. I know this was not your traditional how to attract a man message. And guess what? Times have changed. And if you're still hearing these from the people other people are listening to, they're outdated, they're archaic, they ain't gonna work. Because you got to get to the heart of the matter. We are a generation now that is about reality, that is about truth, that is about digging deeper. And if you don't dive in with people early on, you will lose their interest early on. There are too many options for you not to align with your mind, your body, and your soul. Too many options out there. People can get too distracted. But if you do these 9 things, if you do them consistently, if you have them as a part of your regimen, as a part of your routine, You will be the most attractive person in your circle. So stop being so churchy. Bring it down. Stop being so ultra positive where nothing's negative and nothing's challenging. Bring it down. Stop being so ultra concerned about your body, your weight, your health, all that kind of stuff. Bring it down. Level it out. Balance it out. Understand that they all fit together. They're equal. There's not one greater than the other. Your prayer life can't be better than your body life and how you take care of your body. Your mind work can't be better than how you take care of your body. Hello? It's balance. I want to take a couple questions. Right before I do that, I want to acknowledge again the love quiz. For those of you who are struggling with self-love, of course, I got my self-love book coming out for my birthday. That's coming up very soon, November 19th. But I created a love quiz for you to go to at byronjamal.com. Byron Jamal, you'll see the link in the on the screens here. byronjamal.com. That first page will take you to the quiz. If you do the quiz by midnight tonight, you will get 20% off any product in my store. At 20% off the whole shebang. All right. So you can buy as many things as you want tonight. Give something to a friend. Let me get some questions here and let's see where we are. I'll be there. All right. So I have something from Summer who says, if you are a woman and you made the first move, at what point do you pull back? So let me address that because I get that a lot, Summer. Thank you for sharing that. You don't pull back. Let me just say this. You don't pull back. Here's the best way I can say this, okay? If the sun is not getting anybody looking at it, does it stop shining? Or does it keep its orbit? The sun stays consistent because the sun understands what it is. And it is what it is. So it keeps being what it is. It doesn't allow the external things to affect how it maneuvers. See, that's where we go wrong in dating. That's where you go wrong in attraction. You're saying, this person isn't giving me what I want, so I'm going to pull back. What you're ultimately saying, let me tell you what you're really saying when you say I'm going to pull back. You're saying the person I was authentic. So this person's not giving me what I want, so the person I'm going to show them is a less authentic version of myself. How's that work? When what attracts them is the authentic thing, but now that you're frustrated, you're not going to offer it. So the better question is not about when you pull back, but when you realize that the person that you're talking to is not in the right space because you prayed up. You know what it means to pray. You know what it means to be aligned. You know what feeling good feels like. You surround yourself on a daily with things that feel good. And so you know whether or not they make you feel good. And that good feeling, you don't ever question about something that you really love doing, whether or not you got to be doing it more or doing it less. You just want to be a part of it. If you don't have that feeling, if that's not aligned with you with that person, then rethink the connection. And that's how you think. You don't stop being who you are. You stop offering who you are. All right? You don't stop because you're practicing now the wrong thing. Somebody said you already answered two of my questions. Amen. Amen. Well, I'm glad I was on point. I was in the spirit there. Does masculinity have anything to do with attracting a man? Yes, to those who need it. Look, let me be very clear. And I thank God a brother just asked this because this is so necessary. Let me just say, this is a brother who asked a question for those of you who can't see the question on Facebook and YouTube. Does masculinity have anything to do with attracting a man? Yes. Everyone, please understand this, whatever you've been taught, this is just science, this is true. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy. What I mentioned when I was talking about the body, about being strong and yet soft-hearted. That is masculine and feminine working together. We aren't supposed to, these paradigms that we have about masculinity and femininity are very archaic, and they often lead to confusion in relationships because times have changed, roles have changed, expectations have changed. And so your ability to be able to adapt and to give more of both of your energies, where you're both loving and kind and yet stern and confident, where you can offer both in a similar way. Everybody wants a bit of both. Everybody wants a bit of both. Even the most feminine woman still wants a man that can be sensitive sometimes. Even the most masculine man wants somebody who can offer some masculinity and some femininity to the equation. A man doesn't just want a woman that he can push over. A woman doesn't just want somebody who's always hard. Everybody wants a bit of both. So be willing to give the full version of yourself, because all of that's already in you. All of that is already in you. Thank you for your question. All right. Mark, thank you for your question, brother. How do you create peace in the midst of chaos? I'll take this one and then I'll close out. How do you create peace in the midst of chaos? So understand, I love the Bible for the stories, because one of the stories was that there was a storm going out and the disciples were on the sea. And they woke up Jesus because they were so nervous about the fact that they might get tossed out the boat and they might get hurt and whatever else, right? So they wake up Jesus, and Jesus is like, oh my God, y'all, come on, chill out. And he's found now walking on the water because he's so calm in the midst of the storm. And he invites Peter to walk on the water with him. And Peter reaches, but Peter falls in because he has fear in his heart. Now, Mark, to your question, to give that quick Bible synopsis. The reason why you can stay peaceful in storms is not because it's stormy. Two people, understand this, two people can have the same experience in the same storm, can have different experiences in the same storm. One person can find peace and the other can find anxiety. One person can be calm and the other can be afraid. Halloween's coming up, and there will be people that walk through haunted houses. And one person, before anything ever jumps out, they'll be doing this. They'll be, oh my God, oh, before anything jumps out, they'll be doing this. And then you'll have the other person that's walking through and something jumps out and it's like, all right, dab on it, you know? And the reason why is because of mentality. It's the same situation, but it's how you view it. It's your energy towards it. It's understanding that I'm in this haunted house, but this haunted house can't hurt me. And it's understanding that there are things in life that won't feel good, won't look good, won't be pleasant, but there's enough happening in your life that is positive. There's enough good things that are happening. There's enough great things that are happening that override anything that's a temporary storm in your life. And if you put your focus on the good things, then it will override the fearful things. It's about focus. Whew. All right. I love those questions. Thank you so much. All right. Let me give him something away. Let me give something away. All right. I want to give something away to somebody brand new because I feel like my people, last week I gave away to two people who have been consistent and stayed on, and we're back again. But this time I want to be, is Heather B67. Are you on today, love? Heather B67, are you still here? If you're here, drop something down. Because I want to give you something. I'm going to send you something. I'm going to send you something your way, okay? So DM me if you hear this. If you hear this, DM me. If not, I remember who else is here, and I will send something to someone else. Thank you so much. Look, thank you to everybody who tuned in, tapped in, tied in to me today, to this information on how to attract a man, the 9 things that we walk through. If you don't already, go to Byron Jamal, subscribe to my newsletter. I give out a lot of great content. Know I love you. I appreciate y'all. I thank you for tuning in. It matters that you wanted to listen because it means you want to do better. It matters that you wanted to hear this because it means you want something greater. It matters that you listen because there's plenty of people who could have tuned in and didn't, but you did. So celebrate today yourself for tuning in and know that you are amazing and you are worth the love that you seek. So seek higher love. Let me say that again. You're worth the love you seek. So seek higher love. Heather's here. DM me, Heather. You are the winner. I got something for you. I got a book for you. I'm going to send your way. DM me so I can make sure to get your address and all of that. All right. So y'all too, keep tuning in. Love Talk Tuesdays. We are talking about stuff every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Grab a friend, grab a brother, share this out with somebody who needs this. Again, let me say this again, and I meant this, and I'm saying it again at the end to let y'all know how much I meant this. I don't care if they are your pastor. If they don't pray, don't listen to them. I don't care if they are your therapist. If they don't pray and they're talking about love, don't listen to them. I don't care if they are your coach. If they don't pray, don't listen to them. Love is not natural. It is spiritual, and you got to be tapped in, tied in, and tuned in to what's happening in the spirit before you make carnal decisions based on spiritual moves. Hear me. There's some people you missed because all you could see was their carnal nature and you couldn't see the spirit in them. I had people that come to me. I'll just be honest. They'd be like, Byron, if I knew you would have become this person. I said, you could only see I was going to become this person if you saw me spiritually, because the person I was naturally wasn't this person. But the person I became did this because of the spirit. So if you're looking at people through carnal eyes, you will miss out on spiritual blessings that are found in the hearts and the minds of the people around you. So remember that. Stay in your word. Stay prayed up. Whatever your spiritual practice is, take it to another level. Stick with me and let's go higher. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much. And y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night, because somebody wants to get to know you. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just going to jam out for a minute, y'all. Y'all want to tune in with me? Woo. You know, it's so funny. I told a client this. I said, start listening to love music. Start putting love music around you. He said, I'm so anxious about being in this relationship and I'm not happy. I said, keep playing your love music, because what it's going to do is put in your heart that it's possible. You're going to start feeling what it feels like to be loved, what love should feel like. Come on now. You got to practice the feeling. Yes. Keep smiling. That's right, Summer. Keep smiling. And y'all be blessed tonight. I love you. Thank y'all for staying with me, being with me tonight. I enjoyed being with y'all. Thank you so much. Randy, Brian, Thomas, Franklin, Jeff. Y'all were awesome tonight. Thank you so much, Willie. Oh, man, y'all were good. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this. Ladre, my brother, thank you for being on, man. I appreciate you, Roderick. Thank you for tuning in. I thank y'all for spending some time with me. Teddy, Will. Appreciate y'all so much. I pray. I'm with y'all alone right now, so only on Facebook and YouTube. I pray that y'all get everything you need and play this back. Play this back. Let this word get in your spirit. All right? All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to y'all soon. Catch me on the other side. Peace.